Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to continue on that theme of can foreigners do a New Zealand accent? You might have seen one of my other videos called Why Can't Americans Do a New Zealand Accent, which I did throw in a few Brits in there. I was cheating a little bit, but you know what I mean, right? And you would have seen or heard that it's quite difficult, especially for Americans it seems, but just anyone in general really, maybe even New Zealanders too, to do a convincing New Zealand accent. So I found a few more videos of what seems to be mostly Americans, and I've thrown a couple of Brits in there as well, trying to do a New Zealand accent. We're going to start off with this video. It's by a woman called Amy. Her channel's called Accents with Amy, and she claims that she can give you tips on how to do a New Zealand accent. Let's see how she goes.
Welcome to Accents with Amy for your tip of the week.
All right, straight off the bat, that does sound pretty Kiwi to me. Let's carry on.
So, this is a Kiwi or New Zealand accent tip.
Oh, she had me for most of that there, but when she said New Zealand, she said it kind of weird.
And I spoke last week about Australian versus Kiwi accent, because a lot of people ask, what's the difference? So this time I'd like to focus mostly on the...
It's good to see that she does recognise the difference between New Zealand and Australian accents.
And I experience it sort of like a bird, like these short little things, and it's quite sweet and pleasant and, polite.
So she's saying New Zealanders sound quite polite. That's interesting. And that we sound kind of like a little bird chirping.
In New Zealand, when I lived there, I lived in Wellington, and I worked at what used to be called the Regency Cinema Lounge. And
when she went into a New Zealand accent, then it did sound a little bit weird. Again, the way she says New Zealand, and then she said Wellington, kind of funny as well.
So it was part of a cinema, but it was the upper floor, and there was a lounge and a sort of a wee kitchen and bar, and you could order drinks and food and things to be brought into you to your lazy boy recliner chair.
Okay, I've heard quite a bit of her speaking in a New Zealand accent so far, and I'm going to say she's pretty good. I've got a couple of little nitpicks though. Like I said, the way she says New Zealand is a little bit weird, and some of her vowel sounds are a little bit overdone, I think. Okay, I've got to say, Amy's pretty good at a Kiwi accent. She's not perfect, but then again, few non-New Zealanders are, but I think she'd convince a lot of people. She had me convinced at the start. There's only a couple of things she says like sound a little bit unusual to a New Zealander, I think, but overall, very good. I'm going to give Amy 4.5 LMPs out of 5. Next up, we've got someone called Meryland. Mary, I guess her name's Mary. Meryland says that she likes doing other accents, and she's going to show us a New Zealand accent in this video. So I'm quite excited to hear, can she actually do it or not? Let's see what she's got.
So I'm going to do the rest of this video in my accent that I will show you, which is, today's accent is a New Zealand accent.
Do the whole video.
I will
Wow.
introduce myself as a New Zealander. Hello there, I'm Meryl, and actually I'm from New Zealand, if you can't tell from my voice, but I really think that the easiest way to think of a New Zealand accent is actually like it's a bit of a British accent combined with a nasally tone.
All right, sorry, Meryl. I don't want to sound mean or anything. I think you were doing quite well in a few things, but it did sound a bit Australian to me. And then when you said tone like that, that sounded really weird. Let's see if she gets any better.
There are certain words that sound more New Zealand-ish or Kiwi-like than others, and honestly, I'm still working on my accent, so bear with me. However, I think one way to understand the New Zealand accent is to try to kind of speak through your nasally voice.
That's interesting. Do we all speak through our nasally voice, as she puts it? I can think of one or two teachers I had in the past who definitely did sound a bit nasal now that I think about it. But yeah, what do you reckon? Do all Kiwis sound nasal?
And also in the back of your throat.
Yeah, she hasn't got the vowel sounds right, but she's giving it a go. Good on her.
Try to focus. Try to focus the
she's losing it
sound
there.
in your sinuses, right? And saying right after a lot of things kind of helps. So one thing I'm going to do for you right now is...
She sounds like an old primary school teacher I used to have. Right now?
So one thing I'm going to do for you right now is to get the accent challenge words. Ent, roof, root.
Ent? I thought she was saying ent, like those characters out of Lord of the Rings. Ents.
Theatre, iron, semen, camel.
Sorry, what? Camel?
Fire, water, New Orleans, pecan.
Pecan? I don't want to give Mary a hard time here. She's giving it a bloody good try.
Both, again, probably. That word is really a good word to start with, probably.
That's not bad. She said probably pretty good there in a Kiwi accent.
Really helps your accent. Alabama.
There's one thing we Kiwis often talk about. It's Alabama. Alabama?
And also to go up at the end. Notice that? Alabama?
Yeah, she's got a really good point there. She's doing a good job on that rising intonation a lot of Kiwis speak in.
I like that. Lawyer. Coupon, mayonnaise, pajamas, court. That sounded British, sorry. Oh, this is a good one. Naturally.
All right, a little bit heavy on the accent there, but naturally, she's in the ballpark. I'll give her that.
Naturally.
Okay, she gave it a really, really good try. She's still got a lot of work to do, though. I feel like she's probably watched a couple of episodes of Flight of the Conchords. It's really, really overdoing a lot of the stereotypical Kiwi accents you might hear in that show. Overall, yeah, it's not the best, but she did say she's just starting out doing the Kiwi accent. So, yeah, nice job. I'm going to give her 2 LMPs out of 5. It's a good start. Okay, so next we have a guy called Ed. He's got a channel called Lean English Pronunciation. So he's some sort of English teacher, maybe a voice coach, I'm not sure. Ed appears to be from England, so not an American. Let's see if he can do a Kiwi accent a bit better than some of our American friends have so far.
Kia ora. In this video...
Ooh, okay, so that was a little bit... his kia ora. I'm no expert when it comes to Māori myself, but kia ora.
The best man visits the fair in New Zealand is likely to be pronounced the best man visits the fair.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's stick with Ed, see how he goes.
So a phrase like a third murder in New Zealand is likely to be pronounced a third murder.
Okay. I think he started off quite well with that first sentence, but this one, that sounded really weird. A third murder. Yeah, no, that's not good.
Lunch in the garden on Tuesday in New Zealand is likely to be pronounced lunch in the garden on Tuesday.
Okay, that's a little bit better, but it doesn't quite sound like a Kiwi to me.
They cured my toe in New Zealand is likely to be pronounced they cured my toe.
First of all, what a weird thing to say. I don't know what's happening with his toes, but he said like, they cured my toe. Yeah, I'm not buying Ed's Kiwi English so far.
So a phrase like the water level in New Zealand is likely to be pronounced the water level.
Yeah, that's a little bit better than his last sentence, but he said water a little bit funny. The water level.
So in New Zealand, you might hear something like, Kia ora, do you want a lift to the batch? Cheer, my car's carked it. Sweet as, don't forget your jandals.
Yeah, sorry. No, Ed just sounds like an English guy trying to do a little bit of a New Zealand accent, but he's just, to me at least, he just sounds like a Brit who's maybe recognised a couple of features about the New Zealand accent, which is interesting because I thought a Brit might do a bit of a better job than, say, an American at doing a Kiwi accent. He's obviously an English teacher and he knows a lot about linguistics, so he knows a lot about the different sounds. He just doesn't know how to say those sounds. All right, Ed, I'm afraid I'm only going to give you 1 LMP out of 5. Okay, let's listen to another American this time. Her name's Kelly, and she says she's an actor and speech coach.
Let's go through a few examples with some practice words and phrases.
Ooh, okay. We're not off to a good start here. Was that supposed to be her New Zealand accent?
Ask, class, answer, rather, after, pass, Prancer and Dancer ate raspberries.
That sounded very, very English to me. That just sounded like a very generic English accent.
Fat, apple, gallon, Africa, have, candy.
Yeah, not good. Her "a" sound is, quite off. I can give it a go myself. Fat, apple, gallon, Africa, have, candy.
Sam gave the man some cash to get his hat back.
She sounded a little bit more Kiwi in that last sentence. It was a little bit better.
Let's go through some practice. Lid, kept, epic, knit, heather, vegetable, confession. Eric's pens left an inky mess.
Eric's pens left an inky mess. I reckon she wasn't too far off there.
The apprentice tenor trembled with tension.
Okay, in the next sentence, yeah, she's kind of slipping again.
Well done.
Sorry, what? Wheel done?
Lip, ship, trip, sick, dig, until, which, vision. Ingrid has itchy, damaged skin.
Yeah, okay, not too bad.
Philip is intensely irrational.
Philip is intensely irrational. Good one, Philip. Yeah, these two sentences she says, she's a little bit better than she was at the start, but the more I hear her speak, I don't think she can do a New Zealand accent at all. I'm not throwing any shade at her. I mean, she's giving it a really good try, but she says she's a voice acting coach. And I think if you're going to hire a voice accent coach, that coach should be able to do the accent first. 1 LNP out of 5. Sorry about that accent, quickie. Okay, next we've simply got a video titled New Zealand Accent Tutorial. It's by a channel called School of Acting Online. Let's check it out.
Hello guys, today I am going to do another accent.
Okay, so straight away this video reminds me of one of those hostage videos you see where a bunch of terrorists are shooting a ransom video with one of their hostages shot right in front of a wall. He's got that look of fear in his eyes. I hope he's all right.
This one is easy enough to do.
Really?
Because
Easy.
when
Let's
you're
see.
a professional actor, you find accents like this pretty easy to do. Because you do them every day.
All right, he does a New Zealand accent every day. Let's see how he goes.
So, the accent I'll be doing today is New Zealand. Yeah.
All right, nods his head like a Kiwi.
Here I go.
Don't be so nervous.
Yeah, what's up, guys? No, it's just down at the park and no, it's just chilling about. Those Kiwis down there are proper messes, yeah. And no, just playing rugby down at the park and no, just chilling. Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying. Can any of you guys actually figure out what he's trying to say?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, yeah. But yeah, we'll go down some other day. It was a nice day. It was sunny, so yeah, I can't see why not.
So that was that.
That was the best accent ever. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't a New Zealand accent. I don't think that was even an accent from this planet. Oh, God, that was good. I mean, not good.
That was flawless. And it'll help you. Like, I hope it will help you.
I'm not exactly sure what he wants to help us with. I guess it's whether you want to sound like some sort of weird alien or not.
So, like, please subscribe. Video.
Oh, this
comment
video
down
is the
below
best.
If these tips.
Oh, okay, I got to cut it there. I don't know this guy's name. It's got to be a joke, right? Surely that has to be a joke. I don't know. It's a great accent. It's just not any particular type of English accent whatsoever. I couldn't even figure out what he was trying to say. Could you? Oh, man, but one of the best videos I've seen on YouTube in a long time, actually. So for the New Zealand accent, I'm afraid he doesn't get any LNPs out of 5. But you know what? In terms of entertainment, this is pure gold, and he gets 1 cookie time. Well played, sir. Well, there you go. So out of that little contest of who could do the best New Zealand accent, I think it's fair to say that Accents with Amy. Amy was the winner. She got what? What did I give her? 4.5 LMPs out of 5? Well done, Amy. I think if we've learned anything about doing a New Zealand accent or just trying to do accents in general is that it's very, very hard. So hats off to everyone who tried, even this last guy here who was thoroughly entertaining, if anything. All right, what did you reckon? Who had the best New Zealand accent out of this bunch? Can you do a New Zealand accent if you're not a New Zealander? Tell us about it in the comments section. All right, guys, see you in the next one.